Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new TJ's The World According to Wrestling. And I am your host, TJ Wiggins. And, I'm here yet again to talk about what's happening in wrestling, what I've seen on Raw, NXT, and just recently AEW that I just watched. And, let's start. So, as you all well know, that at the last pay-per-view, Cena made a shocking return at Money in the Bank. And, of course, since he's going to challenge Roman Reigns on SmackDown, he has to show up to Raw for the first Raw show with fans. Because, he's Cena, apparently. He can break all the rules, like come back from injury and make a title match. But anyways, whatever. And, he panders to the crowd, welcome back. It's exactly what you'd expect. I've been gone, I love you guys, and I wouldn't be nothing without you. Which I find funny that how, 10 years ago, that he was complaining and bitching at The Rock for going to Hollywood, but yet that's the exact same thing that he did. But, yeah, when you have double standards put on yourself like that, that tends to happen. And the next thing I'd like to talk about is a 6-man tag match. Is the Viking Raiders and Matt Riddle going up against AJ Styles and Omos with, I can't even remember what his tag partner's name was. But, it was alright action, I really like Styles. Riddle's alright. And I definitely love the Viking Raiders as a tag team. I think they're fantastic. I would definitely love to have them in my company, in my tag division, although they've done some stupid shit before. But I definitely believe that they can be rehabilitated, especially when they go back to their old tag name of the War Raiders. And, the next thing I'd like to talk about is the big old Symphony of Destruction matches. Between Riker and Elias. So apparently this feud is going to go on from now until the end of time, apparently, because I thought it would have ended sooner or later. But me being a fellow guitar player, oh boy, this was hard to watch. Beating up pianos, cellos, guitars, a drum set. That was just bad, man. They were just doing some stupid shit all over the place. And I'm telling you, man. You mean to tell me the finish to the match is doing a suplex through 2 tables? Why not just hit your finisher in the middle of the ring? Didn't, beating them with a drum set, guitar, and shit? You mean to tell me that didn't beat them? You have to have another spot to go through 2 tables? But, whatever. Oh yeah, and I just remembered that 6-man tag had Morrison in it on the other side. He's great, but he's stuck floundering around with Morrison as his partner when he should be going for the world title. Or at least a title. And he has a stupid shirt, Moist Wanted. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Whatever. Next we go to Charlotte's coronation. Blah, 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 she's a fucking bitch. She's crap. Ripley comes out, says that she's, the better worker, and that she's great, which is true. Both of them are great, but Flair's just really getting on my nerves, because, she gets everything because she's Ric Flair's daughter. And, that might be a part of the storyline, and I might be getting worked. But I gotta tell you, when she was missing all that time, I didn't miss her not one single bit. My life got on just as normal. Ripley comes out there, challenges her for the title. And Charlotte goes no, but Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce comes out, makes this match official. Because, apparently they have the power of God or something. But, we'll see how that goes on in the main event. And Keith Lee, he answered the challenge of Bobby Lashley. Because I thought it was an open challenge for the WWE title. But, apparently not when it actually came time for the ring. But MVP's out there talking crap about how they're in Dallas and Dallas Cowboys haven't won anything in decades. Being a fellow Dallas Cowboys fan, that's true. But, at least we won 5 Super Bowls. I mean, only one team can say that they've done that, and only 2 teams can say that they've beaten that. So, I like my chances. It was a good match. And Keith Lee got beat, which was supposed to happen, which is bound to happen. But, so since Keith Lee's back, I would really like to see him go after the U.S. title. Yeah, because I think with Big E winning the Money in the Bank, I think he's going to cash in on Lashley. And that's how the New Day are going to be put back together. But, we'll see what happens with them. So now we go to the main event of Raw. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. Nice match, back and forth action, screaming. It was a well-worked match. And, Charlotte got herself disqualified so she can keep the title. Ripley proceeds to beat her up in the ring. And guess who comes out? Nikki Cross. Oh, I'm sorry. The superhero, Nikki Ash. A-S-H. Which, probably should be A-S-S. But, whatever. She comes and cashes in, which was actually quite shocking. But, I guess you have to have all these big surprises when you have fans back in the ring for the first time and shit, I don't know how long. And, she wins the belt. Which would have been alright, if she was still actually Nikki Cross and probably fresh out of sanity. But she turned herself into a superhero. So I guess, by the power of Grayskull? She won? Yeah, whatever. Now we go on to NXT. Had a good tag match with Fish and Conchita against Strong and Rust. It's a nice match. Strong and Rust won. It still pains me to see the Undisputed Era fighting each other like this. I don't see how that needs to happen. Oh, no. Kushida won. Yeah, that's right. He made Rust tap out because Strong's too good to tap out. They need to build him. Rust is apparently the flunky of the group. I guess the other dude there, he's just there to fill out numbers. I haven't seen him do shit yet. And, really the only other good thing about NXT that I'd like to talk about is O'Reilly versus Theory. That was a good match. Good to get O'Reilly over, get him some steam. Going after the NXT Championship, which I am predicting that he will beat Killian Cross for. Austin Theory is good, man. He's a good worker. It's just he needs to get out of the way because they're just complete doofuses and dumbasses. I think they really have something in Austin Theory. But, he keeps floundering around with these bunch of idiots. Next we go on to AEW with Jericho versus Spears, this whole labor of Jericho. And, it was nice, good spot. And, of course, Jericho won because he's going to take this way all the way till he faces MJF again. But, I thought that he would face all the different members of the Pinnacle by himself. But, oh, no. MJF comes out there and announces Nick Gage, the deathmatch fucking dumbass, is seriously going to fight him in a no-rules match. How is that any different from any other AEW match? I don't know. But, so apparently they're going to fight until either they die of heart attacks or one of them just bleeds to death. Next segment on the show talk about is Andrade with Chavo returning to manage Andrade against the Death Triangle. You know, they say that we're family while Chavo and Andrade is just a business arrangement, but, you know, they're the only team that could speak one fluent language. But, you know, see how that plays out. Another segment is, you know, the promo with, you know, the Elite against Adam Page and the Dark Order. Kenny is just a complete douchebag, even going as far as he wants to be Triple H so bad he even has the damn facial hair of Lemmy Kilmister. You know, with the sideburns going into the mustache, he's trying so damn hard. But the thing is that he's just failing because instead of getting heated wired doing that, he just makes me want to turn it off. Because I'm like, if I have to hear his fucking phone sex voice, because that's seriously what he sounds like. If I have to keep hearing that, I think I'm just going to fucking blow a gasket. You know, Kenny is a douchebag. And Page is great. He's fantastic. I just can't wait for Page to take the belt off of him. But the bad thing is him with this 10-man tag match, he's with a bunch of nobodies that I have no idea who they are or why I should even care about them. But, you know, I'm predicting Page and the Dark Order to win. They have to. Because Page is eventually going to take the belt off of Kenny Omega, eventually kicking out of the One-Winged Angel, being the first person to do that. And, of course, now we go on to our main event, which is the death match. Yet again, no rules match. They keep having no rules matches week after week after week, which numbs their value and their prestige. But, you know, whatever. Between Archer and against Moxley. And of course Archer's managed by Roberts, and Archer actually got the hometown pop. You know, even though I guess he's supposed to be a heel. I guess he turned all the way babyface. I know with you being called the Murder Hawk Monster, it's kind of hard for you to be a babyface. But you know, back and forth, back and forth. Eventually there was a barbed wire table put in there, because you know, Moxley has to have himself cut up with razor blades every single match. And Archer, you know, he won the title. Now he has to go face Haku's son next week at Fight for the Fallen. But, you know, I thought those were like pay-per-views. Fighter Fest and Fight for the Fallen. But, you know, I could be just asking for too much. But, you know, we'll see how that match goes. Archer, apparently, he's definitely going to win. That's what I think is going to happen. You know, because I don't think they'll put a belt on a guy for just a week and then put it on somebody else. I mean, I know that's transition, especially like Charlotte Flair having the women's belt for a day. But, you know, it's a difference between the IWGP US belt and the women's world belt, even though there's, like 4 or 5 of them. But, you know, those are my thoughts on wrestling. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. And let me know in the comments below of what you think of either my comments or the wrestling that you saw. Let me know if you find anything interesting. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.